It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Earlier in the season, the Charlotte Hornets ended up losing their last game in this matchup to the Detroit Pistons. That loss pulls them even in this season series at 1-1. This game will be hard fought on both sides, no doubt.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Mr. Clutch in at 2-guard. Pekovic is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then there's Batum, and it's Walker in at the 1 spot. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Stan Van Gundy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson, a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Jackson drives in. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Walker the pass to Mr. Clutch. To the wing on the left. Outside, Walker pass to Mr. Clutch. Dishes it to Pekovic. Robinson passes to Mr. Clutch. Rocket 2 from the top of the key. No good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's Mr. Clutch. In the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely was not himself. Shots good by Walker.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Jackson. Inside and stolen by Pekovic. And a fast break now for the Hornets. No good from Mr. Clutch.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Johnson down low. Pekovic is there. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Randall. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Drummond a screen. Caldwell Pope. And Detroit again with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's scoring an average of 33 points a game, a stunning total for a truly remarkable player. Batum with the steal. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Randall out there with Johnson. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Feeds it to Begovic. To the paint. That's tipped. And the pass to Mr. Clutch. That puts them in the lead. Mr. Clutch has got 4 points this quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Jackson with it. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Randall dishes to Johnson. Here's Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. High post. No good. Some solid defense from Mr. Clutch.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And he gets it to go.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Jackson has the open look, and he can't stop the run as he misses. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now, here's Batum. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And then for Charlotte, Jefferson's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Cody Zeller comes in for Thomas Robinson. And it's Lamb in there for Walker. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, well, he wasn't happy with how he played. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. He fell very short of his usual totals in a game where he just never was able to get into the zone. We'll see if he can change his rhythm here, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Absolutely. The competitor in him is going to lead to playing with a chip on his shoulder. You can count on that. All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Charlotte leading by 4. On the wing, Batum. He dishes it to Zeller. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Lamb. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to do it. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
There's the feed to Ajinça. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's a couple of
And the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You know, Austin Rivers has been exceptional here, guys.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Mr. Clutch, he's in at shooting guard. Thomas Robinson is out there at Pekovic. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Jackson against Walker. Right side Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. Pekovic passes to Mr. Clutch. They double him with Drummond. Back to Pekovic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Walker in the corner. The fader. Almost, but it rolls out.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Pistons have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Charity stripe shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 13 points for Freak.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Uncovered. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
There's the dish to Randall. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. They get the rebound. Robinson with the block. And Drummond kicks to Randall. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Picked by Randall. Caldwell Pope dishes to Randall. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. No good from Mr. Clutch. Pistons trail by 3. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Detroit. He told me he's suffering from back spasms, so they put some ice on it and gave him some painkillers. If he were to miss significant time, it would really hurt this team that depends on him for so many things. Guys, time will tell.
All right, Doris, really appreciate